Thank you, colleagues. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chairman. And thank you for the invitation to come and share some of the work that's going on in the background. And gives me great pleasure to represent the team. I'm a member of the ad hoc committee. I'm just going to get my documents to share. I'm representing the team, the ad hoc committee to coordinate IEEE's response to climate change. It's an ad hoc committee of the IEEE Board of Directors. It was established in 2022, and the chair was our current president, Professor Rahman, and the current chair is Professor Durrani. Colleagues, the ad hoc committee was established to coordinate IEEE's response to climate change and to develop a cross-IEEE strategy to synchronize and guide IEEE's response to changes in the conversations around global climate. And again, as you know, we're the world's largest organization of technical professionals. And again, the opportunity is there for us to influence the debate and the discussion going forward. So that's the role, the terms of reference of the committee, very much to make specific recommendations on strategic initiatives. I'll make it a little bit larger. There we go. In terms of identifying ongoing efforts across IEEE, recommending new programs and activities for IEEE, developing the policy statement, identifying key partners for cooperative efforts, and we're going to talk a lot more about that, and to ensure that our response is substantial, appropriate, and totally engages IEEE and its operations. This committee would make specific recommendation on strategic initiatives for IEEE, and those are the focus areas, is to look at what is happening across IEEE, looking at new programs and activities, developing the policy statement, searching for key external partners to work with us, and then to ensure that our response is substantial and appropriate. And again, the coordinating committee is going to work with all the OUs out there. So very much that's the terms of reference of the team. And I thought I'll share that with you. You're going to have a copy, and I've loaded a copy on the Google Drive, so you'll have the details with you. Right? I'm going to share it for you a second screen now. I'm going to bring on a second screen, and I'm going to share with you now the priorities for decarbonization. Now, and again, you also have this in your hand. I'm going to share this now. And there's 6 priorities for decarbonization. And again, apologies, colleagues, I didn't want to rewrite this. It's all there, and I thought let me use it in its original state, so you'll be able to then work through it. We've put on the table 6 priorities, and I'm going to go straight into the priorities for decarbonization. The first one that we want to talk about is that of energy efficiency applications. How can we do much, much more with much, much less? And it's as simple as that. How can we do much, much more with much, much less? And again, we talk about the technologies, the emerging technologies, and we give the example of LEDs in lieu of incandescent light bulbs. So wherever we get an opportunity to bring forward the LED technology for lighting and relegate the incandescent light bulbs into the archives of history, we must do just that. And again, energy efficiency applications comes to the forefront. And within this chapter, there's certainly much work going on aside from light bulbs. There's the Green Buildings Initiative. There's the energy efficient motor technologies that are coming forward, drive technologies. All that needs to come into the operations, both in terms of residential applications and also in terms of commercial and industrial production applications. So energy efficiency is priority number 1. Priority number 2 is what we talk about carbon capture systems. And again, this is also a technology that is being developed and being employed with advanced success. And again, we're hoping that carbon capture in its various initiatives would give us some degree of success. Most likely not 100%, but certainly there'll be a contribution in terms of the carbon capture proposals that we'll put forward. Carbon capture is the priority number 2. Priority number 3 we see is that of renewable energy integration. And again, globally, we all go back to the sun as being the sole source of energy, and the sun's energy in real time, as in sunshine, wind, rainfall, needs to come into what we term daily application. Can we bring it into daily application and increase the energy of the sun in its real time form into daily application? And again, we're going to have to develop and adapt existing fossil fuel powered grids, electricity grids, to accommodate the intermittent and varying renewable energy resources. So that's a big challenge for us. Then we look at the whole portfolio of energy storage. And again, we say to ourselves, given the drive for intermittent renewables, can we expand the conversation around storage? And again, traditionally on large grids, we use what is called pump storage, hydro pump storage. But we believe that there's also opportunity in the hydrogen economy to develop solutions and to enhance the whole battery energy storage portfolio going forward, the chemical storage of energy. And again, it will have its own economies of scale as per application. And you'll find that there'll be a range of opportunities out there. So let's see best how we could explore and develop the storage capability, primarily to support the variability in the renewable energy portfolio that we're going to promote. Then we talk about what we term cross-border energy transfer. Can we share between countries our natural resources and share it in such a way that we can all share and participate in terms of assisting during times of strength at point A to assist the neighboring country at his particular time of weakness, and vice versa. When B is weak, can A support B? And again, cross-border energy transfer, cross-border transmission power systems would be then come forward in terms of their development. We have back in Southern Africa, the successful Southern African power pool that interconnects 10 of the 12 SADC members on continental Africa. So all 10 countries are electrically interconnected, and we've got daily trade taking place both in the physical quantity and in the financial products and services between member states. As the Southern African Power Pool, their website would give you much more information in terms of the strength of the regional pool in terms of cross-border energy transfer. We've also got similarly in Europe, continental Europe, a lot of cross-border energy trading and transfer that's taking place. So this is an area that we want to promote and enhance. And then number 6, we want to bring to the forefront the developments around nuclear, in particular what we term advanced nuclear technologies, in particular what we term small modular nuclear reactors, SMRs. We believe that the technology itself has matured. We've got a few units that are in commercial operation, many units in the R&D stage, and there's potential for success, great probability of success. And we believe that this is, again, an opportunity for us to coordinate and to enhance the application of SMRs, especially in those hard to decarbonize, energy intensive operations. For example, the manufacture of aluminium smelting, whereby bauxite is reduced using electricity to form aluminium. So, and again, the heat requirements are enormous. And again, SMRs would be ideally suited to those sort of energy intensive applications. Similar for the iron and steel industry that currently employs carbon-based coking coal to obtain its heat. There's an opportunity for SMRs to come into those sort of difficult to decarbonize applications. So those were the 6 areas that we are preparing and taking forward. And again, the author of the paper is our president, Professor Raman, and under his leadership, Professor Durrani continues the work. And again, we expanding in terms of focusing on the sort of 6 strategies that we've selected. Let me talk about one more presentation, and then I will take questions. Right, I'm coming there. Put that into slideshow mode. Let me escape. Let me come there. Present. Window. There we are. There we are. All right. I'm going to share this particular one with you, whereby we have a subcommittee within the coordinating committee, and again, we are now promoting that outreach. Can we work with our sister organizations in our respective national countries? So we've got Region 8, it's a big spread, but then we want to zoom into each of our countries. And this is what I prepared for the case of South Africa section. How can we reach out to existing organizations that are on the ground, boots on the ground, and they'll be able to now help us carry forward the 6 priorities that we spoke about into the next phase of development. And what we said is, in terms of our outreach connections in South Africa, we're going to talk with the South African Institute of Electrical Engineers. We've got an MOU with them, and those are the people that we will work through. So we're getting very specific in terms of the outreach connections to each of the institutes: mechanical engineers, civil engineers, chemical engineers. We need to bring them all into the conversation so that we would then get a solution that would be in the national interest of the country, involving the Academy of Science of South Africa, involving the South African Academy of Engineers. And again, we would like all member states within Region 8 to do similar, so that we will then expand and deepen the IEEE conversation going forward. We've got the South African Presidential Commission on Climate Change, and which will be reporting to at COP28. And then we've also got Cigre Southern Africa, the Paris-based organization that is also working with us. And then we have what is called the Southern African Power Pool. I mentioned this earlier. And again, the Power Pool was established in 1995, extremely liquid, bullish, a very bullish market, a US dollar-based market, very active, and operates over and above the bilateral market as a competitive market, having both financial and physical products. So colleagues say, yeah, that's the picture of the Southern African Power Pool in its complexity. And side by side, we have the other power pools that will then cover continental Africa: the Central Power Pool, the East Africa Power Pool, West Africa, and the Maghreb Electricity Committee in North Africa. So there's a good packaging here. And again, colleagues will appreciate that Africa is endowed with natural resources, energy resources, the entire spectrum: solar, wind, hydro. And again, we must see best how we could bring that forward and maximize its application in the humanitarian sense. Thank you.